Hey guys, today I wanted to talk about the recent price drops that we're seeing across the board in the NFT world in both NBA Topshot and in Veve. If you're not aware about NBA Topshot, basically I'm going to go over a quick summary, but basically you're collecting these basketball cards that are called moments. And if you're not aware about Veve, Veve is a digital collectible that's enabled with 3D and AR technology. So basically, you're able to take cool picture like this in real life, and they're with pretty strong brands as well, like DC, Star Trek, Ghostbuster, and Tokidoki. And back to the presentation. So I wanted to discuss this, comparing the two, because if the price of Ethereum drops, the likelihood that person is going to look at whether or not Bitcoin dropped or not is high, right? Those are kind of comparative, kind of the top coins. And so I think it's the same when it comes to NFTs. If you're seeing the prices going down on your platform, it's important to look at other platforms and see what's going on over there. And so one of the reasons why that we're facing the difficulty of the price drop is the scalability issue currently. Right now, the systems for both is just not meant for mass adoption yet. For example, like on NBA Topshot, some of the things that they're lacking, like an auction system, it's very glaring. And also on the Veve marketplace, just the overall marketplace usability, it's obviously creating frustration amongst the user. So I think that both parties understand that this is a problem that they need to fix before doing all these big marketing campaigns and before getting new users onto the platform. So I do think this is a bit of a cool down period, but this is something that's necessary to scale up much bigger. I mean, this is not just for 2021, but for 2022 and 2023. So this is a long-term thing, guys. So we have to understand that we're early adopters, and there's going to be issues, and there's going to be fixes and changes that are going to be occurring along the way. So another issue that both of these platforms are facing is the collectors versus sellers issues. On both platforms, we're seeing an imbalance between the actual collectors and people who are just trying to sell for a quick flip. On NBA Topshot, before you could just buy a pack, and even if you pulled out like 3 bases, basically you're going to make a small profit no matter what, right? But that's not the case currently. Even now, it's a little bit harder, and there's not going to be these short-term flipping opportunities. And next, I want to just talk about the making the drops smoother on both platforms. Right now, there's serious frustration amongst new users who are just signing up and just trying to buy on the drops. Just looking at abandonment statistics, like if you look, like I think 86% of people abandon cart on mobile. So basically, only 14% of your traffic is actually going to go through. And even and there, if they're unable to buy, the likelihood that they're going to come back to these apps are very low. So that's why it's really important to make these packs drop smooth. Basically, with the internet and how e-commerce works is you have maybe one, maybe two tries to get a customer in. And if it doesn't work, then the likelihood that they come back is extremely low. Next is the collector score. So I think it's really important to have a collector score that people actually use. Like a lot of these brands, they have these reward programs and these, reward cards that nobody uses, right? And I think that NBA Topshot and Veve, they want to prevent this from happening. They want to create a fair system, but one that actually people see the benefit out of. Now, next I want to talk about is product pricing. So this is something that NBA Topshop and Veve are both experimenting hard in. With NBA Topshot, these packs can go from $9 to $15. And then for legendaries, they used to go for like $150, and now they're going for $1,000. And I think in the long term, that's going to create some issues. But like I said, they're experimenting. They're trying to see which pricing is working the best. Same with Veve, right? I think one of the pack drops or drops that they failed at was the Ultraman posters. I think they priced it a little bit too high and had too much quantity. if they perhaps just reduce the quantity by half or just increase the in price a little bit more, I think would have been better. And right now, as you can see, people are dropping those products off right now at market price. So I think it's really normal that we're seeing this decrease in price right now. NBA Topshot and Veve are definitely going through a learning curve. As an early adopter, this is just something that we're going to have to deal with and learn. But I do think that both platforms do have good leadership, good IP, and a good product overall. So if you have done your research and you do believe in it, then just hodl even when the price goes down, perhaps even buy more. And it's just something that's going to happen. But overall, the reason why I made this video is because I wanted to summarize, like, if you're freaking out on NBA Topshop or if you're freaking out on Veve, look around the other marketplaces. Not only look at NBA Topshot, look at Wax, look at Terra Virtua, look at Nifty Gateway. Just look at other platforms and see what's going on there. Maybe this isn't just something that's affecting Veve or NBA Topshot. Maybe it's affecting the whole ecosphere, right? Like I said in the video earlier, if you buy Ethereum, you're also probably going to always be looking at the price of Bitcoin, right? And that's how this industry works in general. So yeah, that's just my two thoughts on the recent price drops in the NBA Topshot and Veve.